After 34 years at Shabazz High School, the last 31 of them as its head coach, Vanessa Watson has established herself as one of New Jersey's premier girls basketball coaches. During her career, she's won over 700 games. She's won back-to-back TSCs not once but twice, and won 6 of them overall. But as the 2014-2015 season approaches, Watson has made her official decision to retire from the game. The impression that she's left both on and off the court at Shabazz is everlasting, and the dynasty she's built in the Brick City will never be forgotten. So this is where it all began. Humble beginnings for such a modest woman.
Yeah.
What are your memories of this place?
You know, people can't believe that we actually had gym class and let alone basketball games in here. It's so small. We shared the gym with the boys for gym classes, and then in the afternoon, this is where we pretty much threw down. You know, it wasn't so small then. 3, 4, 5 rows of bleachers, teams on one side. We won our first city championship right here against Westside, and back then the competition was just awesome.
Is there something to be said about a confine like this being at the essence of who I consider to be such a modest person for all you've accomplished? Like when you see these humble beginnings, do you have a chance to reflect and say, you know, maybe this is why I've become such a modest person over time?
I've always been the type of person to say, you know, you want more, but I'm grateful for what I have.
Right.
It's okay, and just take what you have and make the best of it and be happy you have it.
When I see where it started, last week you announced where it ended.
Yeah.
And in between, you set the bar pretty high around here. I was curious if you've had a chance in the last week to sit down and reflect on all the accomplishments that you've achieved here.
Once I called you and, you know, it started just kind of airing, I did begin to say, wow, well, this year, that year, it all just kind of started rolling in my head. All the time, all the players, all the big games, all the championships, and like, I guess I did a pretty good job. And I felt like I was one of them at one time.
Right.
So I was just doing what I knew, what was given to me, what was taught to me by my coaches and teachers, and it just kept going.
Did you know the minute that you had graduated that you were coming back here to coach? What drew you back here? How did you get involved in this?
I had no idea, actually. My coach, Annette Williams, who I really owe all of this to, you know, she helped me to get through here. She steered me to Virginia State. You know, she communicated throughout. She would come through on her way to South Carolina and catch a game. With her influence, and I trusted her, so I said, okay.
I look now back on a career, and I'm wondering how proud you are, not just of the accolades in terms of the team, but the thing that for me personally, in all these years of getting to know you, that I would say I'm most proud of Vanessa Watson about is the ambassadors that you've spread upon the world. Basketball was the vehicle, but I feel like you're the root at the tree and the branches have expanded.
Wow.
What's that feel like to you to see Matee playing in the WNBA and Jay is going to come in and, you know, and take over? How cool is that?
Yeah, it's really cool, and I've had so many proud moments. Even before Matee, and I remember Ashante Owens being drafted when the WNBA first started, and I used to tell her, you know, one day there's going to be a WNBA, and it was like, yeah, coach, okay.
This place has your fingerprints written all over it. Come December, there'll be a new person running the show in there.
Exactly.
I know you're going to be the consigliere. You're going to be the counselor. How tough is it for you, though, to walk by this gym and not get your hands dirty like you did every day and get to work?
Surprisingly, I don't think it's going to be tough. I think I kind of chalk it up to I put so much time in there that I sort of served my course, like I've finished. And even more, the icing on the cake is to be able to hand it over to Jay. You know, one of my favorite all-time players I had a chance to coach. I watched her grow. I watched her coach. And I'm like, this is like a bonus for me that, you know, there were times that I said, wow, if I stop, who will coach this team? But to be able to say, Jay's gonna be there now, and I know it's okay. I know it's in good hands no matter what happens. I'm gonna enjoy being on the side. I can't wait to see the first jump ball from the other side. I'm just looking forward to things like that, so it's gonna be good.
This is the question that I've been thinking about. What are you gonna do with yourself? Is there anything that you thought about, like, you know, I've always wanted to do this, but I never had a winter to myself to actually do it?
Honestly, I've been with this program 34 years, and I haven't had a Christmas break in 34 years, and I never had that. And I joke, but I'm very serious, and I tell people, I'm going skiing, and I'll get a break. I'll get my first break in 34 years.
Final thought. Is this a coaching life fulfilled for you? Is there anything out there that you regret you didn't do? Because when I think about it, I don't know if there's anything out there that you didn't accomplish. You've been undefeated. Yeah. You've won back-to-back TFCs, not once but twice. Yeah. Is there anything out there that you missed doing or you wish you had done?
Yes and no. No, because basically everything that was achieved was really great. There were times when I thought, should I have tried to move on, say 10, 15 years ago to experience the next level.
The word class is always used and attached to Vanessa Watson. And I think on the behalf of girls basketball, I just want to give you an embrace and say thank you for what you've done.
Thank you so much.
What a special lady this is.
Thank you
special lady. We were very lucky to have you for 34 years in the basketball community.
I've enjoyed it all. Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.